Good evening and welcome back to the Metro Detroit Poker Series. I'm your host, Terry Prince. With me today is the reigning two-time champion from the last two events, Mr. Horseshoe himself, Walt Marks.
Thanks, Terry, and thanks, Joe, for putting that tag on me.
Yeah, the horseshoe up, up there, you know what. This is our annual mixed game event where we do alternate between pot limit Hold'em and pot limit Omaha. We had 49 players for this one, I think it said. And here is our final 10 players, our final table. Seat number 1 is John Mooney. Seat number 2, Jim Warda. Over in seat number 3, Bob Williamson. Seat number 4 is Todd Galasso. Seat number 5, Mark Urich. Over in seat number 6 is Jim Burchess. Seat number 7, the reigning TOC champion, Pat Miller. In seat number 8, you have a newcomer, Paul DeLito. In seat number 9, Marty Thompson. And rounding out the top 10 in seat number 10, missed the mandatory publicity session, Andrew Woods. Here is our chip counts to start this final table today. Todd out in front with 60,000. Pat not too far behind him with 44, and Andrew and Jim bringing up the rear 14.1 and 8K respectively.
Quite close there at the top 5.
Yeah, it's lumped up there pretty good. Our blinds are at 800, 1600, and 1600 with a total pot to start with of 4,000 chips. Our first hand of the final table, Todd wakes up with 4-3, throws that away. Mark's got a couple of face cards. We are at the Hold'em level right now, and the whole night is pot limit, so pot limit tends to change the action a little bit. Actually seems to be more action in pot limit than in no limit, which is kind of weird.
I'm sorry I missed the final on this one. I love this game.
So you see Mark made just the call. Paul also called. Jim called from the small blind. Now Bob looks down at ace 10 with 3 callers in front of him. And he's got raising chips.
And Jim threw away a ace on a small kicker there early on. That
looks like he raises it up to 10K. And the squeeze play is...
Don't think he's coming along
nope,
with the
gonna work. So Bob gonna take down that prop uncontested at hand number 1, and away we go. Mark now looks down at ace 3 offsuit from under the gun. Not playable, he says.
No.
Another ace 3 offsuit now for Pat. Same result.
Looks like the aces are going to be in trouble if someone calls with them.
Everybody's got garbage all the way around to John from the cutoff position. Throws that away. Jim with jack deuce on the button throws it away. Yeah, a whole lot of garbage all the way around the table.
Yeah.
All right, so we got a battle of the blinds here. Jack 7 versus Queen 4. 9, 7, 6. Couple of spades for Bob along with middle pair. Todd caught nothing.
He's got a few chips to play with now.
Bob bets out 4,000 and Todd quickly folds. Hand number 5 now, still playing 8 and 1600. 7-3 into the muck for Paul. 8-9 for Marty, also folds. Andrew with ace 10 raises it up to 3,200.
He had that the last time he bet. Uh-oh.
Bob looks down at 2 red aces.
That's going to be trouble for Andrew.
And Mark. Now Mark
Yeah.
waking up with pocket queens. Goes all in for 20,300.
My favorite pair, queens.
Pat, ace 5 of clubs. That's the last ace into the muck. Andrew quickly folds. Bob snap calls for 11,300 more and shows Mark he's in bad shape.
Leave all chips at the table or they will be removed.
So they're going to get all the chips in the middle, get everything situated, make sure all the pot's correct, and Mark's going to get to deal his own luck. Or lack thereof, whichever the case may be.
Even that queens are my favorite hand. I'd hate to have to deal my own luck, especially being down.
Deal your own fate when you're basically a 5-to-1 dog, 4-to-1 dog. 3, 8, 10, 3, 9 comes our board, and you can see the disgust on Mark's face as he gets eliminated with pocket queens and goes out in 10th place. Our first elimination, just 5 hands into this final table, and then you can see he moves over to the dealer spot. He does like to deal out our final table when he is here that long and gets eliminated, so we do appreciate the dedicated dealer. We've switched now to pot limit Omaha, and you can see Mark trying to tell everybody how to show their cards to the camera, because especially with 4 of them to show, it gets hard to read everybody's whole cards.
Yeah, it's bad enough when they can't hardly show 2 cards.
Right, for sure.
They got 4 to show.
So here is Marty with ace, queen, 5 deuce, couple of diamonds. So he's got some up and down straight possibilities there. Highs and lows. This is not a low game. We do not play high-low here.
Attention players.
Andrew was not at his seat and got folded. Lots of garbage cards. Okay, pair of 10s with a king deuce for Jim, double suited. Gets his last 4,000 in the pot. Pat calls for a discount from the small blind, and Paul calls for a discount in the big blinds. 3-way action. 14,000 chip pot that Jim can win. Three, 4, 8, couple of diamonds. Nobody's got diamonds.
Possible straight for Paul.
And he does bet out with a pair of 6s and a gut shot draw, looks like. He's the favorite here. Paul is. The deuce gives him the wheel.
Yeah.
And he does hit the wheel like that, and Jim, with his pair of 10s, did not improve. Going to be eliminated in 9th place.
That's what I like about Omaha. You can find a million ways to win and a million ways to lose.
That's it. That's what they say. The nuts change on every street. And here's one of those instances where we didn't get all of the cards. Andrew didn't show all of his cards to the camera. What we did see is that he's got 2 8s. We don't know what else he's got. He is under the gun. Decides not to play it.
I was getting up right now after I folded. Thank you.
Folds around to Bob, who also folds. Todd with ace 5, 9 deuce double suited. Limps in. Pat, pair of queens, king 9, 3 clubs. Pots it. 11,000 to go.
Marty with spades.
3 of those.
Yeah.
He's thinking about it. He's got straight possibilities there too, somewhat connected. King 10, 8, 6, but does eventually fold it.
2 and 2.
Todd makes the call.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
9,000. And off to a flop we go. Pat slightly favored.
There's a couple of clubs.
There's
Ooh,
3 clubs.
Somebody's
So
got a flush.
Pat nailed the second nut flush. How's he going to play it? Bets out 12,000. Todd says no thanks.
Yeah. Right color, wrong form.
John now with something you don't want to see in Omaha. All suited. Queen, Jack, 8, 6, all spades.
Taking a lot of his
outs away when you're in
outs
your
for
hole.
sure. When he got 4
already
in your hand.
About the next worst thing you could have would be 4 of a kind. No way to improve. Todd with ace, 7, 9, 10, 3 hearts makes the call. Marty, king, queen, 9, deuce, couple of hearts. And a small blind calls for a discount.
Marty's in trouble if hearts come.
Andrew shoves with pair of 10s, queen, 8, couple of hearts. Well, there's a lot of hearts out there. Everybody's got hearts, so
Maybe
7 of the 13 are accounted for.
Yeah. Might be hard to get the 3 on the board.
Todd does call Andrews all in, and Pat gets out of the way.
Last time someone had pocket 10s, he lost.
And Todd has one of Andrews' 10s.
Right, so he's only got one more to draw to.
There it is. Andrew hit his set. Todd needs, I'm not sure what he needs. That wasn't it. Todd's got 2 pair. Andrew's got a set. So Andrew's going to take that and more than double up.
Yes.
And number 10 now. We're on completed 1 orbit of this final table. We've lost 2 players already.
Yeah, that's kind of early on.
No, Omaha, since we only play it in our league once a year, it does tend to slow the action down a little bit as everybody looks at their hand and tries to make a determination what to do. Pat did raise it up with ace, 8, jack, deuce, 2 spades to 6,000. Andrew with 2 pair, queens and 6s, and 2 diamonds, calls. Jim calls from the big blind for a discount with 8, 10, 6, 4, 2 spades. So everybody's got a suit, but Jim's suit's no good because Pat's got the ace of it. 7, 3, 5, rainbow. Jim's got
a gut shot.
No, Jim hit a straight.
He did hit, yeah.
4, 6 made a straight. So Jim's got a straight. And he checked it over to Pat, who has not much, and made it 8,000. And Andrew shoved with his pocket queens and 6s. Pick one.
And one of his 6s is dead, so.
And Jim calls for less. Of course, Pat quickly got out of the way, and now making change. Find out Andrew's going to have 2,000 left. As Mark, our dealer, gets the pot squared away. Andrew gets his change. And Andrew's going to see he's drawing extremely thin, if not dead. I don't think he can win. I think he's drawing dead. He needs runner. 5 gives him some outs. Jack's not going to do it.
Yeah, he short with the jack.
The 5 paired the board, which is what he needed.
Right.
And then he needed to hit a 6 or a queen to, or another 5 actually would have done it. Those would have made him a full house. But alas, it was not to be. And Jim gets the more than double up. Yeah, that's the other thing. You can play a lot of garbage hands and win a lot of money in PLO. Not that you should, but you never know what's going to hit.
That's the one good thing about this game. You can play a marginal hand to start, and it can turn out to be
the nuts.
The nuts.
Yeah, for sure. Well, this is going to be
straight draw.
Well, Paul hit a straight. Queen 10 gives Paul the straight. It's not the nut straight. Bob's got ace queen for the nut straight draw, but a couple of the 10s are already accounted for. He's not going to do it.
Paul would have a hard time losing that.
He had
3 jacks, possible full house, like I say.
Yeah, he had a lot of outs too because he had the straight and then had the full house draw to go with it.
Right.
All right. Pat looks down at 5-5 queen 8, decides not to play it under the gun. Paul 9-9 king 6, couple of clubs, limps in. Marty with pair of aces.
Pair of aces against pair of 9s, pair of 5s with the ace hiding.
Those 5s for Andrew aren't no good because Pat folded the other 2 of them.
Yeah.
But he goes all in for his last 2,000. Marty's got the aces with an ace 8 of spades. And Andrew's got ace 8 of hearts. And Jim with pocket jacks and a couple of clubs. And Paul's got king 6 of clubs. Paul got the better clubs. And folds back around to Paul, who folds his 9s. To Marty's pot raise. So Marty got isolated with Andrew now. 11,000 in the pot that Andrew can win, but he's going to need a lot of help because the 5s are dead. 2 jack 4, a couple of diamonds. Nobody's got diamonds. 8 of clubs gives Andrew some outs.
3 for a wheel. No help.
Yep. 8 also gave him a couple more outs, but no good there. Actually, it might not have because Marty had an 8 as well. But Andrew is our first casher of the night. Goes out in 8th place.
At least we're getting better. We get to 9th place instead of the 8th place getting paid. My favorite peeve.
Bubbling.
Yeah, Terry hates to hear me talk about it, but
nobody likes to bubble. Might as well go out first.
Yeah.
Then you can at least make some money in the cash game, maybe.
Yeah, when you think about it, though, that a lot of people double hit these tables and make the thing 2-3 times. I was lucky enough to make it 3 times this year, so kind of makes it where you could pay all 10 and have them into the final.
Well, it's got nothing to do with who makes the TOC. It's all about diluting the prize pool. If you pay out too many places, then you don't get much when you win.
Yeah.
And when you fight your way through 45, 50 players, you want something when you win.
Right.
More than I doubled my money.
I'm the other way though, and I've won a couple this year, and I'm more than willing to give some of my winnings to pay the 9th and 10th place.
I understand. I get it. I'm actually not sympathetic to that.
Right.
Or I should say I am sympathetic to that. I tend to not like things being top loaded either.
Right.
I paid 1 and 6 from the very beginning, which is about 15%. And back when we started this in 2003, the WSOP and major tournaments were still only paying 10%, which was 1 in 10. So I always paid more places out than the established tournaments at the time.
Yeah.
And they've
like,
caught up now. They pay 15%. Most of them do.
And looks like the aces are still holding on here.
Aces versus queens for Pat. Yep.
We've seen that before.
Yeah, Mark would be thinking that's familiar.
Yeah.
Of course, that was in Hold'em. This is Omaha. In Omaha, anything can happen. But 8-6-3 rainbow flop didn't really hit either one of them. So those aces and queens are playing. They both got backdoor straight draws. Jack 9, Jack 10. Pat's in the blender. He's got an overpair, but it's no good. He lays it down, makes the right move. He didn't like it, but he made it.
Yeah.
And he sees now that
he's a little happier now.
He was a 4-1 underdog at that point.
And looked like Mark rabbited the thing and didn't look like any queens came out.
Yeah, they both had different backdoor straight draws.
Right.
Sorry. Here we are 15 hands now into the final table, still 7-handed. Folds around to Todd with ace, king, deuce, 7. Throws it away. More garbage cards. Paul just calls from the small blind, and Marty checks the big blind option.
Though it's littler cards, I think he's in a better shape. There we go. We get tipped.
Yeah, you can see it was pretty much a coin flip to start with, and now he hits 2 pair, top 2 pair for Marty. And Paul has a gut shot draw.
Right.
Marty has one of the gut shot outs with that 4 in his hand already. Paul also has a backdoor, a front door and a backdoor flush draw. And now he's got 2 front door flush draws, but Marty has a full house. Yeah. So Paul is now drawing dead. Marty's trying to sucker him into betting on the river. It checks through. 10 of spades didn't hit Paul, so I don't think he's going to get suckered into it.
Yeah.
Nope, he does check. Marty bets pot and wins the pot. 18,000. Yeah, you gotta like it when you see your full house come off. But
yes,
he would have been much more happy if a heart or a club come off, and Paul would have taken a shot at it. I'd say.
Yeah, there you go.
Because the 6-3 with the 3 pairing, it didn't look all that strong. You know what I'm saying? Paul calls with 2-2 Jack 5, couple of diamonds. Marty pots it up with Queen 10-6, and John raises all in with ace 5-10 king. 3 clubs.
Wheel draw and
wheel and Broadway draws.
And Broadway, yeah.
Marty's got 2 of the queens that John would need for his Broadway.
Yeah,
Marty only needed 3,000 to call, so that's kind of a no-brainer here. Marty's going to be out front, but John does have outs for sure. John doesn't think so.
John getting ready to
gives his condolences already. Yep. King 4-3, all hearts. Marty has a flush already. The 6 of diamonds isn't going to do it. John needed runners. And, with just like that.
Poor queens are getting beat up tonight.
Yeah, but the queens hand won. It wasn't the queens that actually won.
Right.
John Mooney is our 7th place finisher. Well, Todd looks down at aces again.
Quite a few aces
He pots
showing up.
it for
Of course,
8,000.
Omaha, you got a better chance of hitting aces.
No, you got a better chance hitting anything. You got 4 cards.
Right.
Marty looks down at ace 4, 5, queen, double suited. So you've got the both ends of the straights, and you've got two suits for flush draws. So this is a
Got a lot of outs.
interesting hand. Trying to decide whether it's worth 8,000 or not. Marty does make the call. He has played in 41 MDPS tournaments. Marty has started out in 2019 up against Todd, who has played in 50 events, but he started in 05.
Queen Jack ace. Jim hits the straight.
That was Broadway. And still only a 2-1 favorite. Todd hit a set, so he needs to avoid the board pairing. So all the chips are getting in the middle here.
Yeah, 3 aces against the straight.
So yeah, all the chips in the middle as they sort this out, but Todd needs a little bit of help. He needs the board to pair one way or another, or running diamonds also do it.
Attention players. There are 2 minutes remaining.
28, I got 18 plus.
This is your 2-minute warning.
I'm still trying to sort out the pot. Jim's got him slightly covered. Earlier I said he had 41 tournaments. That's actually Marty. I was looking at Marty's stats. Jim started in 2018, had 61 tournaments under his belt, 17 cashes for $8,668 lifetime MDPS. So here we go. Now we're going to see the turn. Is the 9, doesn't help Todd.
No.
Needs a board to pair. Oh, the jack, it does.
It does.
He hits the full house out. And Todd takes down the big pot of 110,000 chips. That was probably our most stressful and exciting hand here at the final table so far.
Right.
And that hand wasn't going to play out any different. No matter what happened, all the chips were getting in the middle.
Yep.
Attention players.
Almost every time.
2,000 small blinds.
Unless Joe was playing against me, and then he probably wouldn't put them all in.
Do you really see anybody folding top set there?
2,000 small,
You got
1,000 big, 4,000 big
3 aces
That's 10.
against a Broadway possibility.
Right.
You know, I don't see 3 aces.
It'd be hard. It'd be hard not to bet those hands.
It'd be hard, yeah. Even knowing the straight possibility is there, it's almost impossible to get away from that.
Looks like Jim's getting the rest of his chips in.
Well, actually, he's still got enough chips to got Paul covered. And Jim wakes up with aces this time. And Paul's got jacks. Paul's at risk with his jacks. King, 4 doesn't help anybody. Deuce needs a jack and only a jack. That 6 is not a jack. And Paul, in his first ever MDPS tournament, is going to be eliminated here.
Tough one to make the table and money. And
Yep.
especially your first time in.
6th place for $130. Basically doubled his money. Now we're down to 5-handed action. We are back to Hold'em. Blinds are 2,000, 4,000, 4,000. And Bob looks down at King Queen offsuit. Bob is the second or third longest. He has started in 2013. Got a couple players that have been around longer, but he has more tournaments under his belt than 122. 37 cashes for total winnings of 23,693 prior to today.
I say usually he gets to the final table. He eats it up.
Yeah, he's a very strong player. He's cashed in a lot of events. He basically cashes every 4 events he plays. He's won several. He is the current MDPS money leader. He passed me up last year.
I'd have to have a lot of horseshoe games to catch up to him.
He's going to fold here after he gets raised and re-raised. He gets called and re-raised. Jim shoves with pocket 7s. Todd's got pocket jacks and gotta wonder on that one. 3 ways to play jacks, Todd. They're all wrong.
Jim's hoping we're right. Maybe get some of his money back from Todd.
He's in the blender on it. I don't blame him.
I'm kind of dumb. I'd had my money in the pot already.
Well, he's still counting out chips.
There's only a couple of hands that beat you.
Well, that's it. But the way the hands worked out, he could be easily against kings, queens, ace, king. In this particular case, he sees he's in great shape as a 4-1 favorite. Jim needs a 7 or running cards to make a straight or a flush, and actually only clubs for a flush.
Got Jack right in the window.
Yep, that's going to end it right there.
And to add insult to injury.
Right. They both hit a set, but it does not help. Jim Warda, 7th or 5th place finisher for $170 to add to his $8,600 career winnings. So
I wonder if Todd's got so much money he's hiding them.
You got a pretty big stack there now.
He didn't want to put the ante in, but
Oh,
Mark had to grab it from
Mark
underneath
caught
his
him.
hand.
Yep. Don't pull anything over on Mark.
Mark is good. He don't miss that stuff.
He's going to get you. So Pat all in with pocket deuces. Bob called him raised and got Todd to fold with ace 8 of clubs. And we have the classic coin flip. 50-50 shot here. No help so far for Bob. Oh, there's an 8 now. Pat needs a deuce. And it's not a deuce. So Pat Miller, our reigning TOC champ, is going to go out in 4th place for $235. This was his 61st MDPS tournament, and he's going to add to his $12,238 of career winnings. And now we are 3-handed.
Marty's sitting all alone by himself, and now the other 2 are elbow to elbow.
Right?
Superstitious like me, I don't like moving on that table, especially if I'm doing well.
Well, if you're right, if you're there long enough to stay there, you might as well stay where you're at.
Right.
Bob with the dirty diaper, 2-3 off suit. Todd flops a straight.
Straight.
Wow. Checks it down, of course. 4. Now Bob has a wheel draw, but it isn't any good.
Yeah. And if he hits it, he's going to be in trouble.
He takes a shot at it. That's 10,000. Todd pots it, and Bob quickly folds. And Todd shows him he flopped the nuts. So, yeah. Bob's like, okay, you can have my 10K. That's easy. Marty with queen 9. So you're three-handed. You can play a lot of different cards because, well, any face card's pretty good.
Pretty much anything can go.
4-3 versus 4 deuce, blind versus blind. Well, this could get interesting. You're most likely going to end up with a chop. Oh, Bob pairs his 3. Bets out. Don't blame him. Takes it down. 8-7 for Marty. This is only...
I think Marty's staying out of the way.
Yeah, this is only Marty's 8th cash out of 41 tournaments. Which actually surprises me a little bit. Marty's a solid player, and I've seen him at the final table a few times. But yeah, he's only cashed 8 times now out of 41 events. Todd wins with 7 deuce. Too bad the 7 deuce game wasn't on here. Everybody'd have to pay him an extra 100 chips.
Marty woke up with a king 10 suited.
Yep, he's going to get his money in the pot. He does raise it.
And Bob has ace queen.
Ooh. Yep, this one's going to get some fireworks. Marty pots it to 20,000, and Bob's going to 3-bet all in for 52. 8-3 gets out of the way very fast.
Terry, can you hear us? Can you hear us talking? No, I'm.
Gotta think.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
hard to think what would be going through Marty's head at this point. I mean, his cards are live. That's we see
he's
that.
gonna
He doesn't
do
know
it.
that.
Yeah.
You got to be thinking he could be up against those small to medium pocket pair. Could be up against ace king ace queen type hand, which Bob does have. He's hoping he's not up against ace king because he's dominated in that case. The ideal situation would be like pocket 9s or 8s, where he's got the 2 overs. I don't know. I think this is a tough call.
Real tough.
I would. In my thinking, the best case scenario is a coin flip. But he does get it in. Makes the call.
I would have leaned that way too because of just because he's suited, it gives you a little extra outs.
Bob at risk here, 112,000 in the pot. Marty makes the call, and he's behind, but 60-40 ball game here.
Ooh.
And a queen right in the window, and a jack now gives Marty more outs, and a deuce. So Marty's got to open a straight draw. 4 of hearts doesn't help. And a king gives Marty a bigger pair. Marty hits king on the river for the top pair and eliminates Bob Williamson in 3rd place. $340 to add to his 23,000 and change career earnings. Now we are down to heads up between Marty and Todd. Todd with pocket 9s, Marty with queen 6 offsuit. Marty opened for a raise, and Todd 3-bet him to pot. I personally think that this would be a fairly easy fold.
Don't worry about it. I'm not gonna. I don't like them
And Marty does eventually fold. You know, queen deuce and 9-10 suited.
Looks like Todd's got the much bigger stack.
Yeah, appears that way.
Blues look similar, but the yellows he's got a ton of.
We have another coin flip situation here, and
Ooh,
Marty hits a pair of nines, bets out. Todd folds really quick. Didn't want to go after a backdoor straight. Well, these powerful hands are getting heads up.
yeah. 10-4, 9-5.
We got Good Buddy versus Dolly Parton.
Yeah.
And they just call and check the flop, or so going to see a flop. Jack, deuce, ace, couple of hearts, check, check. 3.
Todd's still, or Marty's still
They both
ahead.
have straight draws. Marty's open-ended. Well, no, they're both gut shot for us, all intents and purposes. Marty takes it down with the bet. Snowmen versus
Ooh,
2-4.
pair of eights against 2-4.
And Todd just thinking about raising pot. He raises pot with 2-4 to 16,000. Is he gonna get his hand caught in the cookie jar here? Just trying to push his weight around.
Put a little pressure on those pocket eights.
Yep, Marty did pot it. 3-bet pot to 52,000, and they got deuce 4 going to hit the muck real fast. There go the chips and the cards. Yeah, you got caught there, Todd. So, Alex, you're not the only one that gets caught bluffing on this show.
Yeah.
Oh, Marty's got eights again, back to back.
Back to back.
Todd's hand slightly better this time, queen 7 of spades.
Oh, he's sure he threw them in.
Right? Todd just calls this time, and Marty makes it pot, and Todd's going to come along. Calls with his suited queen. Two to 1. The implied odds are good, but the pot odds were terrible.
Right. That's one thing I don't go by odds, or I go and right.
Queen right in the window.
Both of
Queen
them
7
in the window.
Yeah, it's 2 pair.
There you go, Marty. There's your pocket eights. They're gone.
Yeah, so Marty bets out pot 36,000, and Todd just calls.
Just call. Right.
Well, if we either go pot again, I think we're both all in.
Oh!
7 makes a full house for Todd now, but Marty's still got 2
Marty's
outs.
got 2 pair.
He needs an 8.
And they're not any good anyhow.
Oh, this is Todd goes all in, and Marty called him down.
Blinds are changing.
It needs an 8.
6,000 small blind. 6,000 big blind. 6,000
An 8 and
big
only an
blind
8.
on each.
Nope, it's a 3. Todd's going to double up. Actually, Marty had him covered.
Oh, wow. I thought
Our game is now
Todd had a far bigger stack.
Well, he might have earlier on, but Marty
Dwindled
chipped away
down.
at him. Yep. So we have switched again. Now we're at 366 blinds and back to PLO. And Marty on the short stack. Todd took down that last pot for 250,000 chips. And now we've got Todd with queen 7 jack, and Marty with 3 4 5 6. A couple of clubs. So Marty's got lots of straight possibilities and a flush possibility, and Todd's got flush and queens. Marty first to act, being on the button here, heads up.
So I'll go pot. What the hell?
And pots it to 24,000. You know, Todd's not going to fold. The question is whether he's going to put them all in.
I'm putting them all in.
18, okay.
So,
Just
pot.
say pot. Fine. Not all in.
Yep, they did.
I got it straight.
3 bets pot, puts Marty all in, who does make the call. Here we go. Marty now at risk with his whole lot of straight
Wants
draws.
some low cards.
Yep, he wants to see a lot of low cards.
There's one.
4, 10, 8.
Yeah.
Gives Marty some outs. Queen pretty much going to nail it. That gives Todd a set. King kills
That's
it.
the end of it.
So Marty Thompson, our second place finisher, $685. Todd Galasso is going to be our champion today. He takes down $690 after their chop deal. They did split the money. Todd gets the extra $5 for the win. And
Nice to see Todd
yeah, he does.
finally make a final table. And
Todd
win.
doesn't make it to a lot of tournaments. He's been coming since 2005, but he's only been here 50 times. Gets his 10th cash, $690 to add to his $2,200 in prize wins.
no, he was there when I first started.
So there came our final standings, and thanks again, Walt, for coming. I am Terry Prince. Have a good night.
Thank you, Terry.